Yes po, Director Portia.
Okay, thank you.
And this meeting is being presided by our DICT1 Chairperson, Assistant Secretary John Vincent Manuel S. Gaudan, and the Back Secretariat confirms the presence of a quorum for today's meeting. With your permission, Mr. Chair, the Back Secretariat will now present the two items on our agenda for today.
Go ahead, Backsec.
Presented on the screen is the first on our agenda is a pre-bid conference. It is the provision of internet access via low orbit satellites or PIALEOS for rural health units. The approved budget for the contract is 56,661,700. And our end user for this project is Director Edgar M. Navarro. Second on our list is the opening of quotations for the procurement of lease and space and racks for e-government data centers. The approved budget for the contract is 38,310,601 pesos. And the end user for this project is Director Terry T. Bumolo. Mr. Chair, may we request your permission to admit all the representatives? In addition,
Before that, can we approve the agenda first?
Yes. In addition, Mr. Chair, we have some additional, considering that we have a new back members. The third agenda is the procurement conference for the 4-year lease of the DICT Command Center. The approved budget for the contract is 151,605,336. And the end user for the project is ASEC Melvin Carlo T. Baroa. And the fourth agenda for this meeting is the procurement conference or the procurement of subscription to graphic design platform package for 1 year. The approved budget for the contract is 3,342,500. And the end user for this project is Engineer Rustom Julian. Mr. Chair, we have 4 items on our agenda for today.
Mr. Chair, if I may po.
Carla, go ahead.
Aside from the presented agenda, considering that we have the reconstituted back, we would also like to request another agenda which will be part of the other matters. This will be the presentation of the projects from the ICT back to be transferred to the ICT back 1 po.
Okay.
For the approval of the back, please.
Back members, soliciting a motion for the approval of the said agenda.
I move for the addition, Mr. Chair, of the mentioned projects from back 2 to back 1, as mentioned by the good edition chief, the back secretary. I so move, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Just for clarity, Director, Vice entires, right? And the additional. So that's your motion.
Yes, Mr. Chair. For consideration of the transfer.
Thank you.
We can discuss
Thank
this
you.
later on, Mr. Chair, just to clarify. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so Director Kylo has opened a motion for the approval of the items for discussion and also the additional items. Is there any second from the members?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Diala. So it has been moved and seconded. These items are hereby approved. Marcet, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, with your permission, please, we would like to admit the other representatives, prospective bidders, and participants to join this pre-bid conference.
Thank you. Go ahead and please acknowledge them one by one and their representation also. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, on this meeting, we have 11 prospective bidders who pre-registered for the pre-bid conference today, namely Clark Network and Technology Corporation, Rugin Networks, Infiban Inc., We Are IT Philippines Inc., WIT Philsat Inc., SMS Global Technologies Inc., Microdata Systems and Management Inc., Lev Solutions Inc., Data Lake Inc., Unicenter Communications, and TP-Link Philippines Incorporated. We would like also to acknowledge the presence of our technical working group presence in the meeting room. Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, with your permission, please, we will now proceed with the presentation of a press met for this project. Prepared by the back secretary. May we call on the project handler, please? Thank you. Ms.
Go ahead.
Magellan.
Go ahead.
May we call on Ms. Thank you.
Good morning po everyone. The DA now invites bids for the project. For the bid reference number, the ICT BAC 2026-034 for the project name provision of internet access via low Earth orbit satellites PIALEOS for rural health units. The approved budget of the contract is 52,600,000. 52,661,700 pesos. Points of discussion, project details, house rules, schedule of activities, instruction to bidders, checklist of technical and financial documents, two-envelope system and proper sealing markings, bid data sheet, technical specifications, forms, post-qualification documents, and reminders to bidders. For the project details, the invitation to bid for the project was posted on June 3, 2026 on the following website. For the following, PhilJobs website, the ACT website, the procurement website, the ACT bulletin board. Invitations to observer for the pre-bid conference were sent on June 4, 2026 to the following: Commission on Audit, Chief Information Officers, Forum Foundation Incorporation, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Inc., Philippine Computer Society. The provisional member and user representative to the DACT BAC1 for the project is Director Edgar M. Navarre. Prospective bidders which registered for today's pre-bid conference: Clark Network and Technology Corporation, Rugin Networks, Infinivan Inc., We Are IT in Philippines Inc., I1 Resources Inc., Microdata System Management Inc., SMS Global Technologies Inc., REBLD Solutions Inc., Data Lake Inc., Unicenter Communications, and TP-Link PH. House rules: everyone is encouraged to make clarifications, identify name and company before raising a question, limit questions to details of the procurement at hand. Invitation to bid: the DICT Bank shall award the contract to the bidder with the lowest calculated and responsive bid. Instruction to bidders: bidding requirements: the bidding for the project shall be governed by all provisions of RA 12009. Any amendments made to the IRR and Other GPPB issuances shall be applicable only to the ongoing posting, advertisement, or IB by the bank through the issuance of the supplemental bid or bulletin. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall deem to have verified and accepted the general requirements for this project, including other factors that may affect the cost, duration, and execution or implementation of the contract, project, or work. Examine all instructions, forms, terms, and project requirements in the bidding documents. Fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices. The procuring entity as well as the bidders and suppliers shall observe the highest standard of ethics during the procurement and execution of the contract. They or through an agent shall not engage in corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, coercive, and obstructive practices defined under RA 12009 or other integrity violations in competing for the project. Conflict of interest. All bidders found to have conflicting interest shall be disqualified to participate in procurement at hand without prejudice to the imposition of appropriate administrative, civil, and criminal sanctions. All bidding documents shall be accompanied by an omnibus word statement of the bidder that it is not related but consanguinity or infinity up to the third level to the whole procurement agent if engaged. The head of the project management office, the end user or implementing unit, or any back members of the bid awards committee, technical working group, and back secretariat. Conflict of interest. The bidder shall also disclose the ultimate beneficial ownership of the entity. Failure to comply shall be ground for the automatic disqualification of the bid in consonance with Section 59 of IRR. Eligible bidders. Only bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. Foreign ownership limited to those allowed the rules may participate in this project. GOCCs may be eligible to participate only if they can establish that they are legally and financially autonomous, operate under commercial law, and are not attached agencies of the procuring entity. The bidder have completed within period of 5 years from the submission of the bid, unless a shorter period is indicated in the invitation to bid and BDS, a single largest completed contract that is similar to the procurement project to be bid and whose value must be equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC adjusted to current prices using the Philippines Statistics Authority Consumers Price Indexes. Eligible bidders, the bidder must be to submit a computation of its net financial contracting capacity, which must be at least equal to ABC to be bid. Subcontracting is not allowed. Clarification on and amendment of bidding documents. Requests for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the back secretariat, back.secretariat@dact.gov.ph. Deadline for the request for clarification is on 12 June 2026 at 4 p.m. Copies of supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJobs website, the DICT website, and e-bulletin board at the DICT lobby. Language of bids, the eligibility requirements for statements, the bids, and all other documents to be submitted to the back must be in English. If the eligibility requirements or statements, the bids, and all other documents submitted to the back are not in foreign language other than English, it must be accompanied by a translation of the documents in English. For contracting parties to the apostille convention, the document shall be authenticated through an apostille by the competent authority as defined in section 20.9.2 of the IRR, except that for the countries identified by the DFA that will still require legalization or be borne by the relevant embassy or consular. Checklist of technical and financial documents, the technical component envelope, field job certificate of registration, platinum membership, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided for in section 52.4.1.3 IRR of 12009 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Any of the following documents must be submitted together with the statement of single largest completed contract, end user's acceptance, official receipt, sales voice for the contract. Technical component envelope, NFCC computations or committed line of credit, statement of all its government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. If applicable, JVA or in the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statements from all of potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful. Original copy of the security, if in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Note, bidders who opt to submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents. Next po is schedule of requirements, technical specifications which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, or after-sales service or parts if applicable. In line with the Section 7 hereof, the service provider must submit as part of their bid submission the list of key manpower personnel. Original duly signed omnibus board statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of any corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OOSS and do acts to represent the bidder. And for foreign bidders claiming eligibility by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, a certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in their government procurement activities for the same item or product. For the financial component, for the financial documents envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule, and certificate from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. Instruction to bidders, bid and payment currency, payment of the contract prices shall be made in Philippine peso. Bid price, use the proper form for goods indicating price schedule. Bid validity, bid shall remain valid for the period specified in BDF. Which shall not exceed in 120 calendar days from the date of the opening bids. Bid security, all bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in the biddings. Format and signing of bids. Bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the appropriate forms provided in Section 8, Philippine bidding document related forms on or before the deadline specified in ITB Clause 19 in two separate sealed bid envelopes. Form as mentioned in ITB Clause 17.1 must be completed without any alterations to their format. To substitute for shall be accepted. Each and every page of the bid form, including the price scheduled under Section 8, shall be signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Failure to do so shall be a ground for the rejection of the bid. Any insertions, erasures, or overwriting shall be valid only if they are signed or initialed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Inside the mother envelope, we have two separate envelopes, the technical component and financial component. The financial component has three separate envelopes, which is technical component, the original copy, duplicate copy, and the triplicate copy. Under the financial envelope, we have three separate envelope, which is the original copy, duplicate, and the triplicate copy. For the procuring entity, Department of Information and Communications Technology, from name of the bidder in capital letters, address of the bidder in capital letters for the project name, provision of internet access via low Earth orbit satellites, PIALEOS for rural health units, with the bid reference number DACT-2026-034. In capital letters, indicate the phrase "Do not open before June 22, 2026 at 1:30 p.m." For the copy, each bidder shall submit one original and two copies of required documents. The deadline for submission of bids is on June 22, 2026 at 12. Opening of bids is on June 22 at 1:30 p.m. With evaluation, reminding bidders to kindly break down all the costs of taxes pursuant Section 61.2.2 IRR RA 12009, to which all bidders shall be required to include the cost of all taxes, such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties, which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the detailed estimates. Such bids, including said taxes, shall be the basis for evaluation and comparison. Members of the BAC, its staff and personnel secretariat, and PWG, as well as observers, are prohibited from making or accepting any communication with any bidder regarding the evaluation of their bids until the issuance of the notice of award. However, the BAC, through its secretariat, may ask the bidder in writing for clarification of its bid. All responses to requests for clarification shall be in writing. For the opening and preliminary examinations of bids, the manner of opening of the bids for goods shall depend on the award criterion to be adopted. For LCRB and MEARB, the BAC shall open the technical and financial proposals on the same day. For the bid data sheet, contracts similar to the project shall be similar nature shall be contracts pertaining to the supply, installation, configuration, commissioning, management, maintenance, and support of nationwide coverage of low Earth orbit satellite Ethernet system. Should have completed within the last 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. The bid security shall in the form of bid security declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. ₱2,633,085 for bid security, bank draft guarantee, or revocable letter of credit and security bond. Post-qualification documents, the bidder within 5 calendar days from receipt of notice from the back that it submitted the LCB and MEAB or MAB shall submit all the eligibility documents supporting its field job certificate of registration, platinum membership, its latest income and business tax returns filed for the preceding quarter, which should not be earlier than 2 quarters from the date of submission and receipt of bid, and other appropriate licenses and permits required bid law and stated in the BDS. For the forms, schedule of requirements, technical specification, bid form, price schedule for goods offered from abroad, price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines, bid securing declaration, omnibus sworn statement, performance securing declaration. So on the screen is the bid form. The price schedule for goods. Bid securing declaration. Omnibus sworn statement. Schedule of requirements. Reminders to bidders. The clock at the DICT lobby using the Philippine Standard Time is the official reference time during submission and receipt of bids. A member of the BAC Secretariat will be assigned to receive the bid documents at the DICT lobby and shall stamp this as received. Bidders are reminded that entry inside the DICT premises is subject to the safety in place and processing of payment for the bidding documents prior to the submission of the actual bid offer may take time. Presence in the DICT premises does not constitute submission on time. We shall refer to the actual handover of the bid proposal to the authorized personnel of the BAC Secretariat. Request for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the BAC Secretariat, bac.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. Deadline for the request for clarification is on June 12, 2026 at 4 p.m. Copies of supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJEP's website, the DICT website, and bulletin board at DICT Lab. Common causes of ineligibility and disqualification, invalid PhilJEP certification and underlying supporting documents pursuant to Section 20.2.9.1 IRR of RA 12009, all Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJEP registration certificate, platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. A failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility document shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJEP registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Failure to attach required supporting documents for the statement of single largest completed contract similar to the project to be bid, and failure to include all the mandatory provisions. Submission of unsigned document. Submission of audited financial statement without stamp receipt of the BIR. If an AFS was filed and paid through electronic filing and payment system, there is no need for the stamp receipt of the BIR. Instead, bidders must submit their proof of AFS e-submission, BIR's email confirmation receipt of returns documents with its filing reference number. Failure to submit the bid securing declaration is in the prescribed format attached in the bidding documents. Failure to submit bid securing declaration and omnibus sworn statement without jurat as required in the form provided in the bidding documents pursuant to the latest rules on notarial practice. failure to indicate compliance in the technical specifications, and to attach proof of compliance if applicable. For submission of bids through courier service, bidders are reminded that the courier service personnel must submit the bid proposal to a personnel of the Bank Secretariat Division at the office address provided below. Bid submission, proposal left by the courier service personnel at the lobby guard or any other personnel or staff aside from the authorized Bank Secretariat personnel will not be considered submitted for purposes of bid opening. The responsibility to ensure that the career service personnel submits the bid proposal to the authorized Bank Secretariat personnel is the sole responsibility of the prospective bidder.
Accessing the e-procurement website. Open any web browser and go the https://eprocurement.dict.gov.ph. Click the Sign Up button. Provide a valid email address. Create a password with at least 8 alphanumeric characters, 1 uppercase, a number, and a symbol. Repeat your password for confirmation. Tick the checkbox to agree to the terms and conditions, and click Create Account button. Open the email account that you provided during registration, check your inbox, and verify your account by following the instructions in the email. Click Activate Your Account button. Go back to the e-procurement system and enter your registered email address and password. Click Login button, and you will be redirected to the onboarding page. Input your personal information and click Next button. Input your company information and click Next button. Review the information you provided and click Confirm button. Once onboarded, you will be redirected to the homepage/dashboard. Select the procurement project you wish to participate in by clicking the View Complete Details button. Select the lot you wish to participate and click Participate in Bidding button. A confirmation modal will appear. Review the details, click the Confirm button, and you will be redirected to the payment window. Select your preferred payment method from the list and click Pay Now button. Print and save the receipt as proof of payment and for reference. You may also check your email to view your receipt. Click the Go Back to Merchant button. You will be redirected to the My Transactions page, where a list of your transactions will be displayed.
Mr. Chair, may we respectfully seek for your guidance whether to proceed with a detailed reading of the technical specifications, considering that this is posted already on PILGEF and the ICT website, or to dispense with it.
I have no disagreements. Let's ask the members. Members, can we go directly to the questions so that we can address them?
Mr. Chair, motion to dispense with the reading of the technical specifications and that we can take the questions of the prospective bidders. So move, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
thank you, Vice Chair. Is there any second? Is there any second to the motion of the Vice Chair?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Drella. Maxek, let's move forward. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, with your permission, please, the floor is now open. Or if the floor is now open if the prospective bidders have questions and clarification regarding the project. For our participants, our reminders that if you have questions and you'd like to raise, may we request to kindly use your raise hand button, and we will call you one by one. Once called, kindly introduce yourself and mention the company that you're representing.
Thank you very much, Maxek. Is there anyone who wish to ask questions? This is your time, and the end user will answer them. Thank you. Again, should anyone wish to ask questions, this is the best time to do it. Thank you. Paul, you're recognized, sir. Please state
Yes,
your
sir.
name and your representation.
Yes, sir. Sir, good morning. I'm Paul Del Rosario from Data Lake Incorporated. Sir, just want to highlight the technical specification under 2.1.4.6 regarding, just to highlight it, the required router for each SD1 should be supported by remote one speed test. Is that correct?
And you, sir, you're recognized. Please answer the question of the prospective bidder.
For a while, sir.
And Maxek, please show the specific provision
Please.
being questioned.
Yeah. To answer the question, it's a yes, it's required.
Thank you. I hope that's very clear, Paul. That's the switch required.
Yes, sir. Noted on that, sir. Thank you.
Michelle, you are recognized. You're raising your hands.
Mr. Chair, with your permission, can we present po the approved bidding documents for ease reference po ng ating bidders?
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead, please. Are there any other questions from other prospective bidders? Going once? Going twice? Russell, please state your name and the representation.
Good morning po, sir. I'm Russell po from Comclark. Tanong ko po regarding Annex A, yung mga locations po natin. Do we have existing providers po per site or every site po or new sites po?
And you, sir, please answer the question.
We do not have an existing provider for that.
I think that's answered very clearly. We do not have, the DICT doesn't have existing providers for the sites. Are there any other questions? Ma'am, you're recognized. Manalito Campos, sir, you're recognized.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair. Good morning. Regarding on the delivery period,
Sir, can you please state your name and the representation that you...
This is Mon Campos from Infiniban.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, regarding on the period of delivery, please confirm, sir, if this is 30 days for all the sites.
We confirm 30 days for all the sites.
Sir, may we request for the revision or amendments of this since this is almost nationwide?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I hope that is very clear that the implementation of this particular project is 30 days. Thank you, Elio, sir. Are there any other questions? Sir Rui, is that right? Please state your name and the company you represent. Thank you.
Hello, this is Christine from Regi. I would like to ask regarding
Regi, sorry.
the...
Okay.
No problem, sir. Yes, I'd like to ask regarding the technical specification under 2.1 regarding the remote speed test for under the access point. May I know what specific like remote speed test is indicating here? I'd like to hear more about the explanation.
And you, sir, please.
Can we repeat the question and show on the screen the concern, please? Thank you.
The spec is about the technical specification under 2.1. And I would like to know what specific like remote speed test is indicating under the AP access point side. The 2.1, 0.2.1.5. Yes. Under the cloud management capable as line. Supporting remote speed testing. So I'd like to have more clarification about the remote speed testing here.
I will refer the question to Engineer Byrne.
Ma'am, to clarify, ma'am, the chair would want to be very clear about the question. So you're asking as to why we are requiring that? Or,
Yes. And also what kind of result you would like to achieve? Like the speed testing is about the router or whether the cloud support remote speed testing is enough or the AP should support that. So I'd like to know more details about it.
okay. I think the end user can best answer the question. End user, Burns, please.
Hello, good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. So, regarding the supporting remote speed testing, we would like to highlight it was before that there is a monthly inspection report on the previous project, but now with the secretary's directive to have it test remotely instead, so that the cost of the monthly subscription would be lower than the previous project. So now for this, the supplier could troubleshoot through the controller, the wireless access point, to assess the wireless roaming and wireless link and captive portal. Sometimes the captive portal is also required to change it upon the directive of the secretary.
Yes, and user, is this the reason also that why you are upgrading your network monitoring system, right? So that
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. That's very clear. I hope the prospective bidder was able to get that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mon, are you raising your hands or was this the previous one? I think Mon previously raised his hands and forgot to uh, switch it off. Are there are there any other questions coming from the prospective bidders? Going once? Okay. There's another from Mr. or Miss Ramos. Please identify yourself and the organization you're representing. Thank you. Nawala. So let's proceed to Mr. Padilla.
Hello, sir. RJ ulit from ComClark. Regarding 2.2.1 po, sir, clarify lang po namin if by the end of the contract, will we get all our CTEs and Starlink terminals again?
Come again?
If by the end of the contract po, regarding 2.2.1 po, if by the end of the contract, will we get all our CPEs and Starlink terminals back po?
So do you mean do we have the ownership of the equipment after the contract, or you're going to retrieve those?
And you, sir. That's the one that
ownership. Yeah.
Okay, it's clear. We don't have the ownership because it's maintenance and other operating expenses type of funding, so we don't retain ownership.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Are there any other questions, please? Going once, twice. Okay, so I do not see any other person raising his hands or her hands. Maxek, let's proceed and close this particular section of the discussion.
Mr. Chair, with no other things to discuss with the approved bidding documents, with your permission po, we'll now proceed to the final reminders po to the bidders.
Sige, please. And as a reminder also to the prospective leaders, please listen intently, carefully, and I hope that you will be able to do this accordingly because we don't want any other problems in the entire bidding process. So please, Maxet, please provide them the information. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For our final reminders, the back secretary would like to reiterate the reminders to bidders. Likewise, the back secretary would like to reiterate the request, and for clarification, it should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the back secretariat at back@pict.gov.ph. and at back.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. And that the deadline for the request for clarification is on June 12, 2026 at 4 p.m. And the copies of the supplemental bid bulletin, if any, shall be posted at the PILJEP's website, the DICT website, and the bulletin board at the DICT lobby. Lastly, the questions and clarification will be coordinated with the end user to formulate the final answers to the supplemental bid bulletin that will be issued. And that would be all for the back secretary, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Baksek. Since there are no other discussions remaining for this particular procurement item, I do remind you that you have still ample time. If you have any questions, considerations, you can send that to the email provided not later than 4 p.m. of June 12, 2026. May I solicit a motion from the members for the suspension of this particular back meeting?
Motion to suspend this portion of the agenda. I so move, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Carlo. Is there any second?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. So, back members, will proceed to discuss the other matters after lunch. And I do hope that if the back tech can contact Director Emmy to attend this afternoon. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat. And thank you, protective leaders.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.